Welcome everyone, I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Final Fantasy Tactics 1.3. So, once again we're going to be doing another episode of just doing the random encounters. I will probably be doing some cuts and stuff to make sure I don't get too many combats in the wrong places. Because as you can see, I have to go between two random encounter areas just to get access to this one. So yeah, it'll be a bit of a pain. But first I'm going to go ahead and go over some new updates. As you can see, a lot of things have changed, and overall my level has remained relatively steady. The highest level is level 11, and a few people are pretty close to level 12 at this point. But yeah, the way I'm very glad I actually made Renazuki so he can just soak hits and become pretty much a source of job point gain rather than experience gain. Because I don't want to overlevel. I'm trying not to. So yeah, I'm a little ahead of the curve, but not too bad. Not enough to really... I mean, levels don't make that much of a difference, unless you have like a very significant lead, usually. But yeah, let's go ahead and go over some stuff. So, Aaron, congratulations, you are now a dancer. The requirement, for those who don't remember, the requirement for dancer is Geomancer and Lancer 4, so it wasn't too shabby. Right now, the only one she knows, the only dance she knows right now is Nibus, which just does a little bit of HP damage to all enemies. And I mean, when you see this dancer in action, you might think, okay, you know, it's not doing that much, but it's continuous damage that she can just do while she's moving around doing other things. She can't take other actions while dancing, but if she does, it cancels the dance. But the dance timer is on its own timer. And essentially every time you finish the CT timer for that ability, it triggers the dance itself, and in this case it'll just do damage to everybody. And yeah, it's consistent. I don't think it can't miss, and its damage is pretty much set. It won't change usually. There are some hard counters to it, which is things like reactionary heals, such as was it Auto Potion, HP Restore, and in some cases Regenerator would probably work as well. Having an entire group of dancers is pretty hilarious. Well, you can't have an entire group because obviously Ramsa can't be one, but having like 4 dancers and all of them doing Wisnabis can really shred a group pretty well. I of course want to get the other dances, but actually what I'm going to be working towards is Move plus 3. That'll give her a significant movement boost, which will help in a lot of ways. Fly is also kind of tempting, so I might consider getting that eventually, but of course they're very expensive. Anyway, Forge. I have unlocked Samurai. There was a mention about possibly going for Samurai. I have unlocked Samurai. So another mistake on the site. It said the requirements for Samurai was Lancer 3, Knight 3, and Monk 5. That is not true. It's Monk 5, Knight 4, and Lancer 3. So I found that out while I was grinding. But anyway, he has a Samurai unlocked. I didn't really get any of the new abilities, but he has it now. So if he wants to become a Samurai, by all means, let me know. I'm pretty sure around Chapter 2 we'll probably have access to katanas. Chizad I haven't been doing much with. I mean, really the only thing that the person that posted the comment wanted was just to be a tanky knight, and I've made it. For Chapter 2 and onwards, if you want some suggestions about how to be more tanky, just say so in the comments, or if you just wanted to go for some entirely different build, just let me know. Anyway, Area. So Area is supposed to be, his goal is to become a samurai, and a samurai with 2 swords as her support ability. So unfortunately she has to unlock both Samurai and Ninja, which is where I found out that Knight 3 is not enough to become a Samurai. So she's really close to becoming a Samurai, and I have unlocked Ninja, but she needs a lot more job points to unlock 2 swords. So she's nearly where she needs to be. Anyway, also this is the Ninja class, by the way. They have really good movement. They have good movement, jump, and speed. They're like practically one of the fastest classes in the game. They have innate 30% of physical evasion, which is really good, and they have innate 2 weapons, so that's why she's equipped with 2 blind knives. She also happened to get enough. What I've also noticed is when you unlock certain classes, the amount of job points you start in that class is kind of based off how many levels you have in all the other classes, it looks like. I don't really know the exact value, but In the case of Thief, well, actually, in the case of Thief, she actually got those all on her own. But Forge actually got move +2 because when he unlocked Thief, he had 730 job points in it, just flat out. So I just went and bought move +2 for him, which is helpful. Hata no Kokoro, she is halfway to Mime at this point. I was trying to get, she's right now working on Squire 3. To unlock, of course, start going down the physical branch. Unfortunately, I got a little cut short on that. And then for Shun Reaction, I've already unlocked Monk, so he has that, but he wanted Talk Skill, and I have recently unlocked Mediator. Right now, he has just Warning, which this description is incorrect. What it does is it forces your ally to be automatically be defending, which of course helps with evasion. It also says it does Protect and Shell, which is not true. It doesn't do Protect or Shell. I know this because I spammed it a bunch of times. What's actually kind of neat about Warn is it's essentially a free move that doesn't cause any damage, and so you can just spam it on Renazuki without actually harming him, which is kind of nice. Nothing new with Delita. I gave him some better gear. That's about it. I think that's about it. So where I was grinding, by the way, was actually I went towards Swiggy Woods. If you recall, we actually had that random encounter where it was just one mediator. So what I did was I kept on loading, or loading state, until I got a single mediator, and I would just let the mediator do his thing while I just beat the tar out of Renazuki a bunch of times. So that's why I haven't leveled that much, but I've gotten a whole ton of job points. Unfortunately, my last run against the mediator didn't go as well, simply because he was just really, really aggressive. And if you let him be aggressive, he'll put you to sleep because of Mimic Davern, or whatever it's called. Anyway, some other encounters you can have from going in from the west on Swiggy Woods is you can encounter some monsters, including Taros demons and those floating eyeball things. And there's also a chance of running into another party, which they consist of two thieves, 2 archers, or 2 marksmen, and 1 priest. I didn't really fight that fight because I didn't want to gain experience. Which is also part of the reason why I haven't gotten Secret Hunt yet, and I haven't been farming any pelts because I don't want to level up. Anyway, so yeah, for the next fight, we're going to be going ahead and doing Lenalia Plateau from this side, and we'll see how things go from there. As for our group, yeah, I'll just take the usual group. Alright. I'm not going to really focus on any, hey, good. I didn't have to search for that. Okay, so what we're going to take for this fight is obviously we're going to take Shun, we'll take Hata no Kokoro, we'll take Arya, and let's take Shazad. Is there anyone else that I want to take? Let's take Ramza. Ramza, I believe the goal for Ramza is possibly going for Samurai later, but I haven't really made any effort to get him caught up yet. Anyway, I'm not going to focus on job point grinding or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about anything on that front. I'm just going to try to win this fight, and even if I lose, I'll just move on. Oh, also, these shops do have additional gear. You can actually buy Mage Mashers. Wow, that looks a bit brutal. So yeah, you can actually get Mage Mashers, which are a unique dagger that does only MP damage. So I bought one just to have, but I didn't really mess with it anyway. You can also get some you can actually start buying things like chain shirts and things like that, which is somewhat helpful. Anyway, wizard robes. That's actually super good. So wizard robes can they're just the next tier up for spellcaster robes, and these actually give you +2 magic, which is actually rather powerful. And they also have headgear, which gives you +1 physical, which is actually really good as well. And then there's Cypress rods, which give you now something about staves, or sorry, rods, is all of them give you +1 movement. And over here we actually have a guest, so he's just kind of helping. He's going to be helping us in this fight. Wow, this is actually a really good fight. Mithril Vest? Seriously? Mithril Vest, not as good as a Wizard Robe, but it still gives plus magic attack. Yeah, this is all really good stuff. I wouldn't mind actually, like, stealing all of this. Like, seriously, I kind of want to switch out and get, get Auric for this. I wasn't planning on getting Auric, but this is really good stuff. I mean, getting Wizard Robes and headgear? I don't really care about Cypress Rods, but everything else here is really, really good. So, here's the general party for it. I'm gonna be right back and actually go and get Auric, so, BRB. Okay, this time we didn't actually get the pig guest, which is kind of bad, because we're actually pretty outnumbered. But we'll go ahead and give this a shot and see what happens, I guess. So yeah, the biggest issue is going to be the casters. Well, they're all casters, but the biggest issue is going to be the black mages. Everything else we can at least endure, hopefully. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'll see if I can pull this off. I would really like to get some of those wizard robes. The headgears wouldn't be too bad either, because it'll make our characters even stronger. Pretty much the helmets and the armor is really kind of what I'm interested in. Everything else is kind of mediocre. And this time it doesn't look like all of them have them. Okay, it looks like none of them have the mithril vest this time, which is completely fine by me. They actually had really low percentage chance of actually getting haste to work. I honestly should have grabbed the ninja instead of some of my lower characters. But our biggest threat is the wizards. If we can take out the wizards, everything, I mean, the rest will still be bad, but it's not the end of the world. The problem is we don't have any good range attacks, which is a problem. Alright, I can actually reach you. If I want to, I can start targeting and draining MP, but it's not really worthwhile. It's not right now. Oh my god, our movement. All the movement is bad. So, explosion hits, nothing we can do about it. Strike. Aren't you special? Alright. Doesn't really matter what direction we attack from, so it's for him. So we'll go ahead and steal. What do you have? Headgear and wizard robe. Alright, I'll take your wizard robe first. 39%. Missed. Probably should have went with someone with a better percentage. We're probably gonna die. There's a lot of caster power here, and I should have taken some characters that had better movement and better speed overall. But I'm trying to avoid over leveling, but it is what it is. So there's the black mage going straight for her. Okay, that's fine. Undead, huh? $60 damage? Are you serious? Alright, I'd rather not get hit with undead. Alright, first of all, I'm gonna actually do something I usually never do, and that's check zodiac signs. Good with Pisces and Aquarius, and best with Aries of the opposite sex. So Pisces, Aquarius, and Aries. That's Virgo. That's Taurus. Sagittarius. None of these are good. They're all neutral, so I guess it's not the end of the world. Alright, you're doing stop. I don't care about stop. I can't reach the nuker. I would like to not get freaking, I would like to not get rocked by, undead stuff, but... Alright, we're going after you first, so... Go right here. 32 damage. Capricorn, good against Taurus and Virgo, and best against Cancer of the opposite sex. So, Taurus and Virgo? Virgo. Alright, I'm going after you then. Not quite enough. Alright, slow. Alright, well, at least I applied slow on somebody. Explosion's gonna kill somebody. Yep. Zombie. So what this does is it makes it so I can't, heal spells will actually hurt him. Ooh, I got caught in that. That's not good. Really? I mean, they are fast spells. They have so much more HP, and that's because they have such better gear. Alright, at least you didn't get caught in that, 'cause that would have hurt you quite a bit. Oh, they have items. Fantastic. So yeah, if I had taken my ninja, or you know, taken Ari, well, pretty much any of my actual damage dealers, I probably would have done better. Oh well. Dancer oh my god, they multiple of them have freaking item, and they have X potions. So yeah, you know what? I think we've seen enough of this fight. Alright, I'll go ahead and show off the next random encounter. Be back. Okay, so this is the same location, but coming in from the north. So I'm just going to show that off. I don't really expect anything good to come out of this, but I'll go ahead and bring Auric anyway. And you know what? Just in case, I'll go ahead and send some of my slightly better characters. By slightly, I mean just someone that has a little bit more offensive power. I tried multiple times to come in from the south just to see what changes there are. That pig being a guest was like, that was what you guys saw was the only time I ever saw it pop up. Everything else was the same encounter, and I was severely outnumbered. Like, it was 7-5, and they're all casters. And right now we don't have a really good way to deal with casters, because I mean, archers would be good, but we don't have any archers anymore, and yeah. I think for this I'm just going to show you guys what's there. So it's just all monsters, which I'm fine with, but I don't want to fight them because obviously I don't want to overlevel. So there's really only one location left I need to show off, which I'll happily do. But we already know about tonberries. This is a regular chocobo, this is a yellow chocobo. Yellow chocobos in the original game only had Choco Cure, but this one actually has Choco Cure, Choco Asuna, which pretty much removes stats effects. And they have Choco Ball, which means they actually have an offensive move. And as you can see from their stats, they are pretty tough. And then over here we have a Pisco Demon. These are like the standard Cthulhu wizards. We got Aqua Lung, attacks target with water energy, so it's just a water attack. Time Blast, which is haste, and then Energy Blast, which reduces CT to 0. And that's about it. Nothing too bad. I mean, he's still relatively tanky, but that's about it. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and I don't want to do this fight simply because I don't want to gain experience or anything like that, so I will be back to show off the last random encounter. So I might do this more like it in the future, just show the fight, and maybe I might fight it, but and other times I might not, simply because I'm going to be doing grinding anyway, and I don't want to overgrind. Also, just some of the fights are just ridiculous. I have no reason to fight 3. The only reason I would fight monsters at this point is if I had Secret Hunt, which I don't. So, don't really need it. Anyway, so this is the something plains or whatever. Fovoham Plains. Now we didn't actually fight here originally, we fought at a windmill. So this is the actual location, which is pretty cool. It's a cliff face. If you come in from the other side, you'll start at the bottom, but for this one we actually start at the top. And it's just a bunch of Pisco Demons and a floaty ball. So these guys can fly. In the forest, where I was doing most of my grinding, you can actually fight the next tier up from this guy. And it seems like both of them have pretty similar stuff. So a wing attack, just melee damage, death sentence, and then there's a fear effect, which apparently does a whole lot of status effects. Alright. Well, I don't know how much time I have left, so I'll tell you what. I'll just make this short and sweet. We're going to go ahead and call this a video. When we come back, we will complete Chapter 1. And then after that, I will discuss what we have and voting and all that stuff. So, Press D or Final Fantasy Tactics. See you guys later.